Hello, welcome back to another video. And this time I'm going to show you different focal lengths with different lenses for the FX30 so you can use them to record in your studio. First, we have the Tamron 11-20 f2.8, the Sony 50mm f1.4, and also the Sigma 30mm f1.4. I set all the lenses to f2.8 so we have the same exposure and also give it a chance to the Tamron 11-20. So first of all, we have the Sony 50mm f1.4, and I kind of measure the distance side to side from the frame to have an idea of how much we have in. And here we have something like 64 inches in distance, and I just measured the distance from my face to the front of the lens, so we have some reference. So in every single test is the same distance, is 1 meter away, 3 and something inches. And I'm showing now the 35mm Sony full frame, which is the one with what I started the recording. So now we are jumping to the Sigma 20mm f1.4. As you can see, we jump back to a tighter field of view, and the distance between these two is like 30 feet, 3 feet and something, 2 feet and 20, let's see, 6 inches. It's about that distance right there, and still at 1 meter away, 3 feet and 3 inches from the camera. Let's go now to the Tamron 11-20. Let's start first with the 20mm, which is the closest field of view. It's giving us something like a 30mm in full frame equivalent, and the distance is a little bit in the middle of what we have seen now. It's 110 centimeters, and we are the same distance. Now let's switch to the 11mm, which is the widest of the lens, and this is how it looks. We are gonna measure the distance. This is the widest, it's like 2 meters, something like that, 79 inches apart, and we're still at the same distance. I'm not walking backwards or putting the camera to the back, it's just the same. And now we're back to 20mm in the same Tamron 11-20, and I'm showing now the 35mm, the Sigma 30mm, and now to the Sony 50mm f1.4. So let's go now to see one at a time to compare the focal distances, and now we can end the video. So here we have first the widest, which is the Tamron at 11mm. Now it's the Sony 50mm f1.4. Now we're back to the Tamron at 20mm, which is a 30mm equivalent. Now we jump to the Sigma 30, which is a 45 in full frame equivalent. And now we go to the 35 Sony, which is a 52.5, something like that. Now we have them side to side, the two 30s in the top, the 15 and the 20 on the bottom. And now we move the 35 Sony to the side, and we now see the 11mm from Tamron. So just you see which one suits best your studio and you choose that one. See ya.